Ounce sock.
Tuesday.
Hey.
I said ounce sock.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And today it's Pelican
Pelican.
Lauren.
and Daniel. You fucked it up.
Me?
Pelican.
No, Dan
Oh.
fucked it up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You should have said your own name.
Whatevs. Anyway, yeah, so number 40.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we recorded a podcast. It's been like 2 weeks since we put one out.
Yep.
And yeah, well, I hope it was worth the wait. Doubt it, but
Me too. I hope it was worth the wait. So, it was the last one.
Yeah.
So we're probably just gonna like talk about whatever, and probably where our company's headed. And yeah. So weird dreams.
Go ahead, Pelican.
So I didn't really have any dreams until I like came down here for spring break. Not really sure why that is. Because I didn't really do anything. So I don't have really anything to dream about.
I feel like we fall back on dreams a lot if we don't
Because
really have
like
much to
dreams
talk
are
about.
like a constant thing in our lives, and they're always weird and interesting to talk about. Like like the second day I was here, I think we went to the beach, and like
Yep.
I haven't been since like summer.
Mm-hmm.
And so like we went out to the beach and we like climbed on rocks and shit and
Yeah.
in a little cave,
Yeah.
and then we went to another beach
Yeah.
and ran all the way down that beach,
Yeah.
and Lauren face planted on the beach.
Yeah.
That was pretty great. What was happening is we saw a bunch of seagulls on the other side of this like little creek where it entered the ocean, and like he didn't know that there was these basically like a huge step down. It was probably like 8 inches down, and Pelican and Lauren were both running to go chase the seagulls, and they were still on like the north side of the whatever.
We're on the top of the drop.
Yeah, they were still above the drop, and Lauren didn't see the drop because he was making a stupid face at Pelican. He was just like,
Yeah. Like I was just
and then, like he was
I was
looking-
just running and I saw the jump. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so fun to jump off of. And like I'm mid jump and I look over and I see Lauren like horizontal in the air. I'm like, that's not right. Like I stop and he's just like on the fucking sand.
Oh, it was hard too.
He landed on a jellyfish, a dead jellyfish.
I was giving the pelican the "I'm gonna beat you" face. Like I was gonna beat him to the seagulls, but didn't happen. And I landed on a jellyfish particle.
Yeah.
That was gross, and I didn't notice till I got up because I was just kind of laying there. I couldn't really do anything.
We were just laughing for about 6 to 10 minutes.
And
I
Anne
was
was
pretty
like
sore.
just on the other side of a rock and just
That rock looked like
Looking
a
at rocks.
coconut.
It did
It
look
did.
like a
did
coconut.
look like a coconut.
Anyway.
Coconut rock. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, and so I guess that gave me this really fucking weird dream. Like, so my dream like started out, it was like the middle of the ocean, but it's all stormy and raining and everything. And then you see just like this helicopter just like come through. And then I guess you're inside the helicopter now and it goes to like the edge of the water. And the water just like falls off into clouds. Like you're somehow in the air, but over the ocean. And then like some guy just gets like thrown out of the helicopter. And I guess that was like the start of my dream. And then it like goes back to like this facility that's kind of like a futuristic, like kind of like a military facility type thing. And like there's all these kids in it. And I guess I was one of those kids. And then for some reason we all got called to like this auditorium type thing. And like I went in there and like I noticed people from high school that were there. I was like, why are these people here? What's going on? And I was like, wait, I want to sit next to my friend, but they're over there and they don't notice me. It was weird. And then like, for some reason, where the stage would be in an auditorium, like the walls just like got busted through and there was just like these giant robots. And like for some reason, the kids just all became like superhuman and just like started fighting the robots and like kicking their asses.
Clearly.
I was like, okay, it's kind of weird.
Except for your friends from high school, and they were just like,
And then
on a
it,
truck.
yeah, and then it kind of like transitioned into like this training room type thing, and I was like climbing a rock wall, which kind of made sense because I remember being at the beach and we were like climbing a rock wall. and everything. And then I think there was this other scene where we were kind of like in a lab doing like chemistry, but I barely remember that part. And that's kind of where the dream just kind of ends.
All right. Nice. So, Daniel, you had a dream?
I don't know.
I don't know
What?
if I had a dream.
No, I know that I had a dream, and I know that it was really weird.
So, a couple days ago, I was at the park. It was like a week ago.
A couple days ago. It was like a couple weeks ago.
The days all just blend together.
Yep.
I was at the park, and I had to go to the bathroom, and there's a porta potty there, but I'm like the last person to go into a porta potty because I just hate porta potties.
Yeah.
You know?
They nasty.
And, they nasty. So I was like, I'll just wait it out. My ride's coming. I'll just wait it out. And then this breeze, this chilling breeze is just like flowing about the park through the gazebo, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice. And then there's this smell that just wafts in.
Delightful.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't poop, but it was the porta potty, and I was like, "Oh my god, porta potties smell good."
What?
So like, you can poop in a porta potty,
Yeah.
and that doesn't smell, that doesn't smell good.
No.
But a porta potty on its own just smells good. Like
Alright.
an unpooped, untainted porta potty smells delightful because of the soap or whatever.
Yeah.
Because of all
So-
the chemicals that kill everything.
Yeah. So that's what I got. That's what I'm bringing to the table this
Alright.
week.
That's it. Like,
I don't know, man.
it's been kind of a boring couple weeks.
I would hate to be one of those people that has to clean porta potties. Just
Yeah.
like fucking go into the bathroom with a fucking hose and just shove it down in there. Oh, there's a clog in the pipe.
Wait, what? What pipe?
Have you never seen porta potty cleaning trucks?
Oh, that pipe. Yeah.
Yeah. And they just like stick hoses into the shitter and vacuum it out.
Did you know about that girl who dropped her cell phone
Yeah.
in the porta
Oh,
potty
and killed,
in
like-
China?
Like
And,
3 people.
3 people died going down to the porta potty trying to save her cell phone for her.
It was ridiculous.
Well, I mean, like, the first person died trying to get her cell phone. The second person died trying to get the other guy. And the third person died because they tried to get the other 2 dudes.
Yeah.
It's like, how hot will
Pretty
the girl
dumb.
have to be to die for trying to get her cell phone?
Like an 11.
13.
Yeah.
That's a great commercial. Anyways, so then I
Yeah.
had this other dream that I was like a detective in the 70s. I had like a sweet cop stash and kind of like a fro going on. It was weird. And like I was trying to like solve this murder case and like find this dude, and then like some twin girls like came into my office and they like somehow knew about the murderer or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So we went to like this subway train to like try and catch him, and then like we got on to a subway train like compartment thing, and like one of the twins walked into a separate one, and then the doors closed and that one took off, and we're all like freaked out like what the fuck's going on, and then later I found her and she was dead. And that's all I remember from that dream.
Like, I wonder if there's, like, an actual cop somewhere with a police stash who just dreams about, like, talking in front of a mic with their friends.
Probably not.
I feel like Pelican has some, like, alter ego where he thinks he's a cop.
Nah.
Because he always has, like, cop stashes and everything. And,
When?
I don't know.
I can't even grow a mustache.
GTA, you always dress
Well,
up
yeah,
as a cop.
that's like a different personality thing. Plus, it's cool to be a cop in that game and just fuck around.
And then in your dreams, you got, like, cop stash, too. And, I don't know. I feel like you think you're a cop. On the
Nah.
inside, your heart is where a cop's
No.
heart would be.
No.
You have the heart of a cop.
You have a cop stash on your heart.
Cop glasses
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
Just the glasses. Your arteries for your donuts.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I don't understand why that's a bad thing, though.
Directly
Donuts.
injecting donuts into your heart.
Well, I mean, that would obviously be a bad thing. But, like, I don't see why, like, donuts are a bad thing. Why are donuts considered bad?
They're not.
They're
They're considered
healthy.
bad when you eat a lot.
Well, yeah, but, like, you know, donuts are good. That's all I'm
They're
saying.
just like miniature cakes in circle
Okay.
form.
Cool.
But I guess cakes are circles. So,
Cakes with a hole in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never realized how in-depth donuts were.
Have you ever eaten a hot dog bun and it tasted just like a donut?
No.
Because that happened to me when we were at the beach.
That
That's
didn't taste.
amazing.
Those didn't taste like hot dog buns to me.
No.
Or those didn't taste like donuts to me.
They
But
tasted like donut bread to me. Like, kind of like sugary bread.
It's weird. Huh.
that is odd. Very, very odd.
That was kind of weird. We went out to the beach, had a fun day, played capture the flag, and we had a campfire. And I had to go to the store, get some stuff. We're coming back.
Asked us to make a fucking hot dog
I
for
told
him.
Daniel to make a hot dog for me, and when I got back, there was no one at the campfire, but there was a hot dog on a stick roasting over the fire. I was like, I guess that's mine.
Yeah, we just all decided to hide when they got back
And you guys
because it was
emerged
in
from
the middle of the
woods.
night.
We emerged from the woods because the people who were like a mile away decided to come over to our campsite.
And be dicks.
Yeah, and we're like, hey, what the fuck are you doing, bros? And Logan was like, I'll fuck you up, and she's just that type of person. All yelly.
Yeah.
All yelly.
Yeah.
So, on your guys' teams, like, during Capture the Flag, how many times did you guys win?
For my team, we won 3 times.
I don't know,
No,
I
I
captured
mean,
the
like-
flag once, so that was a win in my book.
Out of, like, we played twice, 2 sets of 3 rounds.
Mhm.
Were you on the winning team both times?
Yes, I think so.
Really?
No, I was on the losing team the first time.
Oh,
Winning
okay.
team second.
I was always on the losing team. But I
Oh.
captured the flag at least once, so
I had-
that was a win for me.
I had the best capture ever when I was playing in the second round. I just one of my teammates was on the other side, and they were running around, and your guys' team could see them, and I was like, get him, he's got the flag. And I just ran over and I was on your guys' side and I was like, get him. And then everyone just looked at the other guy who was trying to get your flag and took off after
That's
him.
because it was so dark, you couldn't really tell who was who out there.
And
Like, I could kind of tell who Lauren was because his sweatshirt was gray and it was
Uh-huh.
kind of easy to notice who he
I got
was.
about halfway there and then I turned around and no one was following me and I was like, what?
That's what happened in one of the rounds I was in. Like half of the other team went across, and the other two were just like standing like right at the halfway mark. And I just walked up around the back, and I just like walked to the flag, and nobody noticed till I was already halfway back.
That's funny.
Yeah. I feel like we need to go to Suicide Creek and get like 8 Nerf swords and just like capture the
each
flag
other.
with North swords. No, Nerf swords.
Yeah.
North,
Nerf swords.
North swords.
Yeah,
North.
You know, cold
Always
ones.
point north.
You can only stab people, but you have to face north.
Oh god. Yeah, so like I got up on the ridge on your guys' side
Yeah.
and I was like on my belly scrapping
Scrapping.
scratching
Scrape.
scratching my stomach and like my legs and everything trying to get to you guys' flag going over that grass.
Yeah.
And I got to it, and then one of my teammates came in, ran, took it, started to leave, and I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to wait for that flag to come back. And then your guys' flag guardian brings it back to where it was, sets it down, and just looks up, and I'm like right there, and I'm like peering over the sand dune, just like, oh shit, oh she sees me. Oh god, oh she sees me. And she just starts walking towards me as she's looking at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe she doesn't see me. Maybe she doesn't see me. And then she just like gets up on the sand dune and lays down in front of me and just looks me in the eyes. She's like, there's a person up here. And then pokes my head. I'm like, damn it. So, yeah. That's what happened. The next round she got like she tried to make a break for our flag, just like a full out sprint, but I was standing like basically right in front of her in the line and she didn't see me until she ran. So she ran like 2 feet and then she was like, oh shit. And I was like, no, you're doing good, keep going, come on, I want to see you get to the flag. I'm like, you would have made it, right? So I made her walk all the way to our flag and touch it, and then I poked her and then she had to walk back. It's like, look how close you were.
Oh. This is mean.
I know.
So, anyways, I had this weird dream last night, and I was telling these guys like right before we started. But I was dreaming that I was like at my college campus, and like there was some girl there for some reason, and for some reason I made her cry, and I was like, oh no, please don't cry. So I was like trying to follow her and apologize, but every time I tried to apologize, she would just get more pissed at me. And then she finally went to her apartment, and I tried to break into her apartment to tell her that I was sorry.
What you should have done is
But apparently,
you should have played a stereo outside of her window.
Yeah.
And just waited for her to come out.
but for some reason, in my dream, I was like, okay, to get into her apartment, I have to break into these other people's apartment and take something that's in there to get into her apartment. And so, like, I broke into their house. It turns out there were a bunch of, like, linebackers. I was like, oh, shit. So I ran and jumped out their window. And then for some reason, I ran around the house and jumped back into their apartment and back out the window again.
Dream logic.
Yeah. And then, like, I ended up going down, like, this cliff that somehow turned into, like, jungle. And I was just, like, running down the cliff, and they were, like, all chasing me until I was, like, at a sheer cliff just, like, hanging by a vine.
Yeah.
And then, like, I looked over at the rock that was next to me, and there was, like, this symbol on it. I was like, that's my arch nemesis' symbol. He's here somewhere. And it didn't make any sense, but that's how the dream ended.
Dream logic is the best logic. Dream logic.
Were they like in their football uniforms?
They were in jerseys.
Yeah, they're just living in their house in their football outfits. Oh, that's so weird.
Did you see Jason at the sesh the other day? Yeah. Such a good... I don't know why. Like, I feel like that's a really good idea. Fuck.
Dan exploded the soda he was holding.
Yeah.
Son of a
There
whore.
you go.
Can you grab me that green towel?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
You always shake your shit.
I didn't fucking shake it that time, though.
Shake,
The
shake,
one time I didn't shake
shake,
shit.
Shake it.
Yeah, the one time I didn't shake shit, it explodes on me.
Why did you shake shit? That's just gross.
You gotta get it out, man.
I mean, that's what they do with the hose in the porta potty, right?
Yeah.
Just shake it. I'm gonna have to get some watery rag and clean this shit up.
Watery rag.
I'm gonna have to get some watery rag.
Anyway.
That's a...
God damn it.
Why is that funny?
Jason!
So,
Give me watery rag.
do we want to talk about company stuff?
Sure.
All right.
The company's going under. We have no more money. We
Yeah.
started with no money. No, we're making less.
Now we're here.
Yep. No, that's not true. We got like 1 cent from one of our videos.
Cool.
Yep.
How do we divide that between 3 people?
Oh, I don't
We
know. How do
don't.
the gas companies do it?
Yeah. Go on.
So, Daniel and Pelican are gonna run the company thing. They're gonna move up to
Albany.
One of them's already up there. They're going up to Albany.
I'm not up there yet. In like
No.
2 hours I will be.
Yeah.
Well,
It'll be
not
there
2
soon.
hours, but
Couple
like,
hours. Pelican's heading out soon.
whenever this ends, I'm probably
Heading
gonna
home.
drive up there.
Yeah. They're gonna take over for a little while.
Yep.
And I'm gonna stay down here. I'm gonna work on writing stuff. Still gonna be a part of concept, all that stuff, all ideas and such.
But it's
Yeah.
primarily going to be me and Pelican who are
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah.
Doing things.
We're probably gonna start doing some machinima type stuff.
Yeah.
They're
definitely.
probably not gonna be like anything like cool or big or like
Amazing,
long
yeah.
series. They're probably just gonna be like kind of like one-off type things where it'll probably be like 3 episodes and then we're done with that idea.
Mostly just want to work with what we have for right now. And
Yeah.
practice and get better at things.
But yeah, and then we'll get there. So, also, we're gonna be.
Yeah, we're going to be posting those things on a new channel, I think, right?
Either a new channel or just like
Change the name on
change
this
the
one.
name of the one
yeah,
we're using.
we're looking
Yeah.
into doing a rebranding.
Yeah, we think doing that might help our marketing. We might reach more people that might be interested in our
Yeah,
stuff.
so we'll definitely let you guys know about that, and then
Because as of right now, we've been stagnating. Like, we haven't really posted much in the last 2 weeks. And the videos that we've had, like, made in the last 3 or 4 months have all been at, like, 5 or 6 views. So like we've been stagnating with views. We haven't been getting any more.
Yeah.
So not much incentive to keep making videos.
But then
on this
again, we
channel.
haven't put out a lot of different content. It's mostly just been I Hate More Dawson podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then occasional toast video. Or bread video,
Occasional
whatever.
Occasional toasts.
That
Yeah.
game is fun.
I just want to keep experimenting with things.
Yeah.
So
Dan wants to experiment with drugs and boys.
hey,
Dirty Dan.
haven't done drugs.
So, yeah, games.
Oh yeah, Halo Online. Did you guys see me
Yeah.
about that? Fuck Russia though. Russia's the only people that get it.
It looks pretty interesting,
Mhm.
honestly, but it does definitely look like a PC. Like, if you, like, watch how
It
the
looks like-
players move around in the game and, like, how stuff works, it looks very PC shooter. Like, everybody moves, like, really fast, and everything's not as, like...
It's a modified
Smooth.
Halo 3
Yeah.
engine too, but
Yeah.
it has newer weapons and a lot newer armor. It's a pay to play or not pay to play. It's a free to play game, but they're concerned whether it's going to be pay to win because of
Yeah.
everything. Granted, we don't have to worry
Also,
about
it's a
that.
lot like kind of Call of Duty, because I was looking at when they were going through the guns. It looks like you can, like...
Customize your gun.
Yeah, you can, like, customize your gun to, like, change its stats and stuff.
Which that seems like it could be a pay to
Yeah.
win thing.
Yeah, so it's very Call of Duty PC online shooter.
Gizmo jacket.
So,
Oh, and when we do our Machinima stuff, most likely it's going to be Halo 5, but we'll see depending on when it comes out.
Halo
Yeah.
5 and maybe some GTA stuff because we still haven't seen any GTA machinimas, have we?
I'm sure they're out there, but it's kind of hard to do GTA Machinima if it's just going to be like me and Dan primarily, because
Mhm.
one person always has to be the camera to record the way we want to record in it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were thinking about doing a machinima with like maybe 3 or 4 characters, and if we did that, we'd
Yeah,
need
I'd
probably
have
at
5
least 5 people at a time.
Yeah.
Which isn't insanely hard to do.
It's just hard to get that many people doing what we want them to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, now hiring interns.
Unpaid interns, because even
And
though
also
people
the
make
fact
stuff
of
are
recording,
yeah,
because every time we need to like have a different person record, they either have to have their own capture card or we have to
switch them out.
switch them out,
Mm-hmm.
which means completely powering off everything basically.
Yeah,
But other than that, what other games have we been playing? We've done
Well, I was thinking about starting a new series that would probably just be like me and Dan just doing like co-op shooter stuff.
yeah, that'd be kind of
So
cool.
like all the Army of Two games. I
Kill
haven't
shots.
played the newest one that came
Oh.
out, but I got it.
Kill
so,
shots.
Oh, that's cool.
stuff like that.
Hello, Worm.
Pretty much any shooter game that I haven't like played, like the Medal of Honors that came out, like I just played through them.
Mhm.
For some reason, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like they had the first Medal of Honor that came out that restarted the series, and it got like reviews that were kind of like 6 out of 10 type reviews. And then the second one came out and it only got like 4 out of 10 reviews. I played the second one and it is like 10 times better than the first one is. So I don't know how that happened.
Oh, God. No. We've been playing Cards Against Humanity again. A lot.
Before we go into the Cards Units Humanity thing, the thing with like the reviews now, that one was way better, but it got a lower score, right? That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. My girlfriend didn't have a Blu-ray player at her house, and her parents mistakenly
What does
got.
this have to do with the rescores?
I'll get there. Parents mistakenly got a Blu-ray disc of the new Annie movie because my girlfriend was obsessed with the original one when she was a child.
Yeah.
And she wanted to see that one. Didn't have Blu-ray player. Brought my Xbox over there. We watched the movie and stuff. And like in my opinion, it was a better movie.
Yeah.
But the review scores was like 2.5 out of 5 stars, and it's like that movie was not bad.
Yeah.
It was probably better than the first one in my opinion, my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And like she really liked it, and basically everyone there who watched it liked it. But like the review scores for it were terrible.
Yeah.
I think it was just because like people were like, "Oh, we wanted an exact remake." It's like, well, no.
Well, yeah. Well, the Medal of Honor games that came out, like, they weren't remakes. They never said they were remakes, like from the start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like things that come afterward that are in the same line of things, being
Like,
different
I know.
scores completely.
But like
even if
I
they
played the game and I was like, by far this is way better. Like it was
I don't know.
instantly more interesting in the first 30 seconds of the game. I'm not even kidding.
I think people are a little too picky. With,
Yeah, I think it also might be the fact that Call of Duty and Battlefield have gotten like so big
Yeah.
that they kind
Yeah.
of shut down other shooters that are similar.
Yeah. Never got into Battlefield.
Never did I. Never did I. Ever.
Never did
Never did not.
Neither did I. I watched like 4 Studio Ghibli movies over the last week. Arrietty, or The Borrower Arrietty, fucking Spirited Away, and Howl's Moving Castle, and one other one. Don't remember what that one was. Ponyo, I think. Yeah.
I've seen Spirited Away and
Spirited
Howl's
Away.
Moving Castle.
Spirited Away is odd. I liked Howl's Moving Castle a lot more.
But then again, I haven't watched them since like fucking freshman year of high school, so.
I had never seen them. And yes, they're anime stuff, they're anime movies, but like
They're pretty
movies.
interesting.
Movies.
But they're completely unlike any other anime because
Yeah.
they're not sexualized and they're not like over embellished with everything that they do.
Yeah.
They're just stories. They're like Disney movies, basically,
Pretty much.
but they're way better.
Mm,
It's pretty much a Disney movie in anime style.
that sounds. Huh.
And,
they-
it
they-
does an emphasis on princesses or whatever.
They like deal with death a lot more in those things.
Well, yeah, because it's
Like-
more.
I
I
think
don't
it's a cultural difference.
Yeah, probably.
But like, they're not afraid of death. Like in Arrietty, spoiler from like 10 years ago, not 10 years ago, like 5 years ago. The guy, like the main human in there, has a heart issue, and it doesn't really go into say if whether or not he survives getting an operation done on him or not. But yeah, it's really really good.
Is that all you had to say?
Okay.
Like
All right.
Yeah, the art.
it doesn't have happy endings necessarily. Like they're open ended a lot of times.
Mm-hmm. In Jueves.
Anyways. Yeah, I don't know if you sold me on the description. But
So,
whatever.
pretty much our channel is probably going to be going quiet until September-ish. maybe?
We'll be putting things out, little things out, like little things to inform people, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Like maybe little 20-minute videos saying, hey, well, this is where we're at right now. If you guys want to keep updated with it,
Keep up to date.
up to date with us. Sorry, demons. We're controlled by the mass media with the whole demons in our throats.
Mhm.
Are we?
Yeah.
No, we'd have way more viewers.
Anyways, Illuminati.
Illuminati.
The Cards Against Humanity, Pelican lost a bunch.
Yeah.
I had fun though.
That's
I wasn't.
good.
I wasn't.
won 3
I
times.
felt
It wasn't like
right.
I was like getting 2 points every single round.
Right. I thought you were getting mad though because
No.
we got. Oh shit. We got really close. Like Pelican was always so close to winning, and then
Yeah, which was fine with me. Like, if I'm just losing like every single round I play, then it's kind of like,
Oh,
this fucking
okay.
sucks. But if I do like fairly well, which is usually for me, like if it's a 10-point game, getting like 5 or 6 points, then I'm fine with that.
But you kept getting like 3 every once in a while, and you're just like, this is bullshit.
No, not really. Not until like the last round.
Yeah, I barely got this.
Dude, one round I didn't know who was gonna win because we were all at like 6 points.
yeah. We got tied towards the end. Shit. Yeah, we always have fun playing that, and I feel like it like creates it's like a self-generating comedy thing.
Yeah.
Like you hardly have to work to make Cards Against Humanity funny.
Dude, like I was just trying to play, always playing the first card in my hand.
I couldn't do that. I remember on the last round, I had 4 names saved up,
Yeah.
like Will Smith, Garth Brooks, just like a bunch of names, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna save these for a card that has like 3 lines, just so it's a card with a bunch of names on
Yeah.
it. But, God,
Yeah.
Bosnian chicken farmers.
I didn't have that one. I wish I did.
We've been working on Minecraft more
Yay.
ish. Yeah.
God. Like, on Pelican's birthday, Pelican had a birthday last week. Happy birthday, Pelican.
Thanks, I'm 25.
He's 20-ish.
I'm 20.
12.
It's 2012.
That was a great movie.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Have you
I
seen
remember
that
when I was a
movie?
liar. Yeah.
Oh,
You know the captain of that one ship at the very end of the movie or whatever?
No.
Is Captain Cutter from Halo Wars.
I didn't hate that movie.
I didn't hate it. It wasn't a great movie though. I'd watch Annie over it.
I like the part at the end.
With the dogs.
With the arcs. And, like, the one crashes into a mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that, because, like, visually, what you're seeing in that movie
Is almost nothing.
There goes 1/3 of the population.
Yeah.
There's the plague right there. So,
Well,
I
the
thought
plague
the
is
plague
kind
killed-
of the ocean
the
killing
plague killed
everybody.
2/3 of the all people. I thought.
that was 1/3.
Fuck it. Let's.
Some people
Let's-
say
whatever.
some people say whatever third. Some people say 1/2. So no matter what, it's not
Some
gonna be
people say it was the alchemist trying to make the sorcerer's stone.
accurate.
What is that noise? Sounds like water.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Huh.
It sounds kind of like a jet coming from my pictures.
All right.
It doesn't sound like a jet at all, but
So I've been playing this game, which I don't usually do.
you don't usually play games.
These kind of games. I don't usually play like apps
Yeah.
unless they are like really grab my attention.
Yeah.
I have the World Series of Poker app because I
You
play
like
poker.
poker.
That's pretty much my extent. Besides this game, I got this game. It's called Dictator. And basically what you do is there's like these groups of people. There's like police, people, oligarchs, the opposition, military men, stuff like that. And you click one and you're presented with an idea and you can either accept or deny it. And it either makes some group love you and some groups hate you.
Yeah.
And you only have a certain amount of money. To get more money, you need enough groups to like you. So you really have to be careful on your decisions and stuff. And I don't know, it just makes me really happy being a dictator.
30 to 60%, by the way. Which is a fucking huge estimate.
30 to 60%.
So yeah, so 1/3 to 2/3.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, some people say like.
Yeah,
whatever,
that's
30,
of Europe's
some people
total
say half.
population,
And
not
it's,
the world.
yeah, it's crazy. Well, that was the world.
Yeah,
at that
basically.
time. But
Africa was still a thing, technically.
that's only 1 year apart.
Yeah.
Each one of those.
It's fucking
That is
insane.
ridiculous.
Well, yeah.
We're watching the plague spread right now. For those of you who can't see,
In 1350.
which is all of you.
You can go look it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Why
gnar.
was Cacro like?
Because they're like, nah, everybody stay out.
Krakow
Yeah.
or
Krakow?
Krakow.
Because they probably just didn't let anybody in.
Start the construction of an elite high school for wealthy citizens using the people's money. No.
Why?
Because then the people rise up.
See, now I'm getting money from the people. Awesome. This game is great.
Anyways.
This game makes me so happy.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Be cool if Halo 5 was, coming out soon.
Be cool if we could get like,
Holiday. Oh, Star Wars Battlefront. Are you guys excited for that?
Oh,
at all?
yeah.
No, but I know Dan is, so I'll probably play with him. It'll be the first time I've really played Star Wars Battlefront, even though I've played it before, but I don't
Played
remember any of this
so
stuff, so when I play it
much.
with him, it'll be a good
It's
let's play.
probably just like nostalgia for me, but like
I love
the
that
little
game.
bit of nostalgia that I have, I really liked the one on PlayStation 2. I played it with my brother, and
The only issue that we ever had with that game was like, we wish there was a melee button. But there wasn't.
Jedi.
That game's the best.
Yeah. Jedi.
It was-
It was
Yeah.
really fun. I played
That's one of those
the fuck
games
out of
that
it.
got brushed under the rug of my childhood. So it's just I know it was awesome, and I just totally don't.
Are they ever
remember
gonna
it.
do a Jack and Dexter reboot for
Probably not.
PlayStation?
Because Naughty Dog's moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they fall apart?
No, they
Oh.
made The Last of Us.
Oh. Well, I thought they fall apart after The Last of Us. That was
I don't
2
think
years
so.
ago.
I don't think so. They're
No,
probably
like
just
with all the
working on
HD
new
remakes
stuff.
that are coming
Right.
out, like
We'll see.
could definitely see the Jack series going through it. I remember playing that game. That was really fun.
Nah. I feel like it's too old to go through an HD remake. Because it was all the way back at the start of the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Which is 15 years now? Something like that?
Is it really?
12 years, maybe.
It's
I don't
probably
really remember.
been,
It's been a while.
It's a long
Because we're at
time.
PS4 now.
And we're on Xbox
The
One now.
PS3 seems new to me.
I know, because I never had one. It still seems kind of new because I never played like any games on it.
Yeah, I only played the little bit we did on Jameson's with Shadow of the Colossus, which never got released. God damn it. I really like those ones.
Gosh, I wish we could.
Dude, games where you just like fight giant monsters are like the best.
We should find a way.
Like
to,
they need to make a Shadow of the Colossus multiplayer game.
I will buy a PS2 if
That's
you guys
called
find a
Evolve.
way to like record off of a PS2. Would that thing do PS2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
not
could-
PS3 though, because PS3 had some weird whatever
Oh.
the fuck where they wouldn't let you record.
No,
Shit,
they
awesome.
fixed that.
Oh, they fixed that?
Yeah, they fixed that a long time ago.
Ah,
It'd be sweet to go back and do Shadow of the Colossus.
Because they were getting like a lot of flack from a lot of people. And I thought that was the PS4 that had the
maybe.
embargo thing
I
on
don't
it.
know. It's been a while.
Embargo.
I don't know.
Cuba.
All I know is Microsoft doesn't do that, so.
It was content embargo. It wasn't a
Oh.
thing.
But
Which that, like, especially some of the people that we watch on YouTube, at least I think I remember this. Fuck it. But, like, they were talking about, we're not going to be recording anything on PS4 because fuck them. They're not letting us record anything.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just worse off for PS4.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a
When you
lot
block
of...
your own content online, it doesn't like.
And that was, like, right to console
necessarily-
releases.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily help. Because like
But yeah,
Nintendo,
there were like a bunch of games on PS3 that I wanted to play, mostly just the Ratchet and Clank series, because I played the shit out of that on the PlayStation
I played
2.
one.
The first one doesn't like even compare to the other ones.
Are you going to buy the next Nintendo console that comes out?
The Wii U,
No, the next one.
the Wii U-er.
No, that's like
Wii
a fucking... the Wii U is just a big base, and you just pour shit out on it.
Well,
Pour my
usually,
games.
usually I don't buy the Nintendo's
You were.
console until the next Zelda comes out, and the next Zelda just got pushed back because it was supposed to come out this year, but they just pushed it back like this week. So probably won't buy one until like next year or something.
Yeah, I know. The next Zelda is supposedly looking really fucking awesome. but-
Yeah.
Ah.
So that's usually when I buy a new Wii, and then
Like, I know
I'll probably
there's-
only buy like a couple games for it, like Smash Bros. And Zelda and
I know there's so
Something
much
else.
hype for it, but like the next Zelda looks fucking top.
it does. I just wish they would move on from cell shading.
Yeah, the only reason they do that is because the hardware is
Yeah.
not good enough to do anything more with it.
Actually, I think that's more of a Nintendo thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The
Not really.
Their hardware
not
isn't
no,
as
not
good.
the hardware. The cell shading.
Yeah.
Like they just like having everything kind of look cartoony and a bit kind of
yeah.
childish. But it kind of is nice because it makes games look better as they age.
Yeah, they last longer.
Like Wind Waker still looks pretty good if you play the original, not the HD. It still looks good.
that's the benefit of going with a more cartoonistic style.
Yeah, like Borderlands. Borderlands will last for fucking ever because nobody else does that style. So you can't really tell how it ages until like the definition of stuff gets higher and higher.
Yeah. Whereas like Call of Duty.
Kept the same engine for like 5 years, and you can clearly tell how outdated it was.
Yeah. How shitty it. Oh my god. Yeah, but when you create player models that look amazing, they're not necessarily gonna look amazing in 5 years.
Yeah, like when Halo 4 first launched, I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. And now I look at it, I'm like, I don't
didn't see
notice
the
the
pixels.
beauty anymore.
Oh my god.
I used to love you.
It's alright. I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's more like that now. It's like I don't really notice the beauty as much
The
as I
magic
used
is
to.
lost.
Yeah,
Like
the
I think we
magic
just
lost.
like get really high on a new game and then just like it slowly fizzles out and we're like, I need the next thing. I need my next fix, man.
Yeah.
I need the next graphics.
And my next fix is never enough for me.
Yeah, that's
Because
addiction.
when I get when I get a new game, I will run through it as soon as possible if I'm actually excited to play it, and then I'll be like, huh, I just bought this $60 game.
I'm finishing in a week.
I got a week out of it.
Now
But
what?
considering the amount of hours you put into a 60-hour game, or
60-hour game.
yeah, $60 game is what I meant. Like, with Skyrim, you pay $60 when it came out, and
But you
spent
clearly-
300 fucking
yeah,
hours in
yeah,
it.
like you've clearly
Like, that's like 10
made
cents an
money
hour.
off of
That's
that.
different. I don't get. There's no games like that anymore for me. I don't know. Just doesn't
Maybe the next
Minecraft.
Far Cry.
Which is
Dude, I played Far Cry 4 so much. Like, actually, it probably isn't even that much. I'm probably like 4 days in it, maybe. And that's
still almost over 100 hours.
still tired. Like, I'm still almost tired of it though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Just make better games, everyone, please.
Not really better games, but games that like last
Games
longer.
that last longer. GTA 5. I found out what I realized about GTA 5.
you found out.
I found out what I realized. If you just realized what I just
If
realized.
you just realize.
And
What did you just realize?
that I like their setup a lot with the separation between single player and multiplayer.
Yep.
I feel like they did a perfect job because with a story you need a defined character, and they had 3 defined characters, which is perfect. You could still customize them, which is awesome. But then there's also, you have yourself, like your own characters when you go to the online version. And that's just awesome to me.
Yeah.
Customization is key.
Yeah, customization's a big
That
part of
and
it.
being able to just fuck around with your friends in the GTA world.
Pretty
Like
much,
that's
yeah.
the only thing that's really saved it for me. If there was no online capability, I probably wouldn't have even bought it.
I probably would have bought it. I just wouldn't have played it as much
Yeah.
as I have.
I still haven't beaten GTA's story, and like,
Really?
yeah, I got past the first heist, and I was like, I'm kind of bored.
Heist.
Yeah, they did
Heist
come
came out.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it though.
because we didn't have a
Because
podcast
we haven't
last 2
played
weeks.
them. We played one heist.
Yeah, it was alright. It was okay.
I still feel like doing our own heist is way funner though.
We set up our own heists, so those are fun.
Those are like a lot better, I think.
Like, I mean, it's fun to
I
go
don't
through
get
the
it.
game.
We're getting paid
like-
out like crazy on
Yeah,
that
you don't get
night,
paid
so-
out like crazy, but you always have like hilarious shit that happens that you didn't expect.
True. True.
Yep.
Maybe like if our heist had more planning or stuff, because I know with the heist on GTA Online, there's like 6 steps you got to go through before you actually get to the heist part.
Yeah.
But I feel like our heists are kind of static in the fact that like we'll have X amount of land vehicles, 1 water vehicle, one air vehicle. We got a heist.
Hey, no, that one time we did that one heist with me, we had like a helicopter and 2 boats.
Do we have 2 boats?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah. Cause yeah, we did.
Yeah, and we went out on the island.
Yeah, and then
Someone
everybody
decided to try and
blew
kill
out.
everyone, and I was like, I'm out. So
Yeah.
I felt like it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's just how it happens a lot of times. Is somebody's a dick. Who was the dick that time?
At least I got to the
The
boat
guy
first.
who planned the heist.
At least I got to the boat first. No, I remember the first one we did where we had 3 teams of 2. With like we robbed 3 different stores. And we had the helicopter, we had the boat, we had the big mule truck. That was my favorite part.
Oh god, that was
'cause
like
it
the
was a special
best.
vehicle. That went so wrong.
Yeah,
But it
dude.
worked out decent
Yeah.
in the end.
That's all you need.
And he like dropped. No, what we needed.
I
we had-
tried to go over the houses with the mule, but it was so heavy that I just hit the roof of the building and dropped it.
And then, and then me and Jacob were like on the beach with the mule, like, oh shit. Oh well, we're almost at the destination, so let's go anyway. And then he takes off, and I'm like stuck on the beach, and I'm like, oh no, what do I do? And then the boat with the other 3 guys comes by, and it's right next to me, and I just hop on, and like that wasn't part of the plan, but it worked. And yeah, Daniel didn't get a boat that was big enough. That was the flaw.
Yeah.
That was funny though.
Just had to drive slowly.
Didn't work out for Topher.
Was he in that one?
Yeah,
Yep.
Topher and Zach.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys went through like
They were green team.
You went through like the canal and got shot the shit.
And yeah, well, I fell off when I just had to hop on with them because I had nowhere else to go. I fell off the back in the middle of the ocean, and I had like a sliver of health. And I was like, Daniel, don't come back for me. Just go. I'm just gonna swim. Yeah. And then Pelican
I think I blew up in the helicopter when I hit the house with the mule.
No, you.
Or did I
you
fly
made-
out to
you
the
made
ocean?
it out over the ocean.
Oh yeah, and then I jumped.
And then
out.
you jumped, but you didn't have a parachute or something. Like, someone fell.
Somebody
and
fell
didn't
out.
have a
in the
parachute.
Yeah.
How high is too high to fall out of the plane and land in water?
Like 500 feet. I don't know, like 100
So
feet. I don't know.
499, it's good. 500, no good.
You'll die. I mean, we'll just take an average weight
It depends.
person. Just like, how high is too high before you get fucked?
That depends on how you fall.
True. We'll say they fall at a proper angle. To where they
And
don't
water
fuck
goes
up.
straight up their bunghole and kills them.
Well, I mean, that's a thing that,
That
can
happens.
happen, but
You gotta clench your butt.
You gotta clench your butt and cross your legs.
you gotta have a
No,
tight
you can't cross your legs. You gotta go pencil, but you gotta clench your butt.
Yeah, but you have to cross your legs.
Well,
Otherwise,
like
you're gonna
that.
hit your balls and it's gonna hurt like a.
like
And it's-
like that, yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Assuming
like,
there's no damage to you
don't
and your
sit
person,
crisscross.
how
And then
high
just-
would be too high to where you would drown before you made it to the surface?
You mean how low? How deep would be too deep?
No, like how high would you have to go up before you jumped far enough and got far enough down to where you couldn't get all the way
I don't
back
think
to
that's
the
even
surface?
possible.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
possible.
I remember there's
Like
been,
you would have to be like thrown
there's been
so that you could like go through the
Yeah.
water.
pushed.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of times when I've been really deep down in like a lake or something,
And you touch the bottom, you're like, I'm way too deep right now.
and when you're coming back up and you're like, where is it?
Yeah,
Where is
you're like,
it? Where
I
is it? Where
should
is
hit
it?
the surface by now.
And I've done a couple times where I feel like I broke through the top, but I haven't.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and then I just float up to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to breathe in
You remember those
unless you see the light.
babies at Camp Malacqua? They were painted rocks. And there was like one that was like 50 pounds.
God.
And you'd throw that in there and you'd have the, like people who are trying to get life-saving merit badge or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They would go and try to pick it up. They'd get their head above water and just sink back down.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
only person I've
That's
ever
what I-
seen who was able to pick it up was Will Demler
Uh-huh.
in his fatter stage.
Yeah, he was a big dude.
He was buoyant enough to be able to lift this 50-pound rock.
Yeah.
And like he was the
Instructor,
only
like-
person.
Picks up this huge rock and tosses it in. It's shining yellow rock at the bottom.
Well, yeah, because you gotta like hold
Go get
them
it.
like
Yeah.
just kind of like halfway between the surface and the water, so they're still kind of like
hmm
not as heavy.
And yeah, you just see like kids go down, and then like, they're like,
Like when I had to do that, we had to go down there and jump in the water and go pick it up. I would get up to the surface and then just go sink back all the way down to the floor.
That was a great drowning noise.
and then push back up.
Yeah, just
And
do the
same
bounces.
thing.
Basically, moon jump all the way.
Yeah.
back
What you
up.
have to do is like make enough forward momentum to where you like end up at the dock, and then that one time when you're like, you gotta like just throw an arm out there,
Yeah.
and then just like hold on. Yeah.
Like I saved the rock.
And you didn't really save it, but you're just kind of holding it there,
Yeah.
and you're drowning, and the instructor's like, "Good job," and then takes the rock from you.
And you drown.
Yeah, and then you just fall and float. for
There's
while
been a
in the
couple
water,
times where I've
face
like
down.
tried to push that really big one up on the dock and it just fell back on me.
on your face.
Yeah, like, it didn't hit my face, but like. Oh, and there was that like the Mormon troop, their leader, like he was getting like really mad because they were selling like Mountain Dew and shit at the at the A-frame, whatever,
Uh-huh.
the little store we had there, and like the same day he was getting out of the water, like the deep end, he hit his fucking knee on the metal ladder, getting out of it, dislocated his knee. And like,
Holy
you remember the
shit.
guy who was screaming?
Uh-huh.
That was that dude.
Yeah.
How
Like-
do you dislocate your knee?
He was like, I guess frothing mad still. Like, I have no way of knowing that.
Like
but,
seriously, how
he
the
came-
how
He
Fuck.
came out, and
no, like he hit it. And he's like, oh.
he was just like on his back, like on the dock, rolling in pain, just like rah. And,
like a dragon spitting
Yeah.
fire.
thank God that was before I was staffing there, because we would have had to carry.
Oh
him
yeah.
back.
But then again, when we were staffing there was 2 times where we had to carry fucking people out.
Yeah, that happened.
That's
Twice.
on other podcasts. You can look that up.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm
Probably.
sure. I'm sure it is.
I don't think the first one is. I know the second one is because that's the one with the storm where the kid like broke his toe open and we had to carry him and he was like
I didn't have
300 pounds.
but like the visual for what had happened is
Yeah.
just so fucking gross to my mind that I didn't
Yeah.
even want to see it.
Kendon and I had to carry him. Kendon did most of the work though. So
Yeah, Kendon's a big motherfucker.
So what was
Like,
the
he's
first
not-
one then?
the first one,
Uh,
this kid
concussion.
earlier in the day, the kids were like playing with rocks or whatever,
And they concussed themselves.
and
one of them got hit in the
one of
head.
them got hit in the head with a rock, and he was like, "Oh, that hurts. I'm fine," or whatever for now. And then,
Just have a headache or whatever.
yeah,
And like he was cooking or something, right?
yeah,
And he passed out.
Yeah, definitely don't do that when you get a concussion.
yeah,
That lead to a coma.
he just like fell, and it was like almost middle of the night, and we were at the showers, and the whole camp was like, "Where are these guys?" Because like they didn't know where we were. We told them when we left, we're going to the shower. So we heard, "Go.
Get out of here now!
Lauren, Daniel, Kenan, are you guys in there?" We're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "We need you out here now." We're like, "Okay, I don't know what I did."
He got naked.
Yeah.
and then we had to carry him across like this bridge, and
Yeah, like
into
I
the
almost
car.
fell off. I had one foot on the log that was beside the bridge and the other foot on it because there was 4 people carrying this.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was that called?
Kid?
No. A stretcher. That's what I meant to say.
What's it called? Children. Oh, yeah.
That thing.
Oh,
God damn it.
fuck. Oh man.
What are those little slimy bastards called?
Salamanders?
God damn it.
Stabbing was fun though. Swamp comp. I wish I remembered as vividly as I used to the story of Swamp Comp, because I remember it was an amazing day with like every camper lined up on the shore cheering on their favorite team. Lauren and Aston versus Will and Kendon. I still don't know how Aston and I held out so long, because he was like the small band geek guy and I was just like the nature guy.
Was
And
that the
then
competition where you just swim as long as you can?
No, Kendon was like the big, he's the heavy, and Will was worked at the waterfront, so they knew what they were doing. Swamp Comp was you take 2 canoes, take them out to the buoy, and you say 3, 2, 1, and it's 2 teams of 2. You flip your canoes, so that's called swamping. You get the water in them, and the first team to get their canoe back to the shore and unswamp it wins.
Yep.
Have you not heard this story?
I have. I just didn't know what it was called,
Oh,
and it's
God.
been a while,
Okay.
so.
Okay, yeah. But, man, I belly flopped so hard on their canoe when they were, like, almost above the ground. That was my favorite part, though, even though it hurt the most, because the crowd just went wild. We both were really close to the shore, but they were definitely going to beat us. So I was like, keep going, Aston, keep going. And I let go of our canoe, and I sprint over as fast as you can in water.
Which is just like.
It's like the moon sprint, and I just dove like flat out on top of their canoe. Like they had one person on back, one person on front, and as they were lifting up, yeah, they were lifting up to release the water and flip it over and win. That's how close they were. They were lifting up, and I slammed my stomach on the middle of that right.
But
when
you
they
were
lifted
wearing
up.
a life vest, so it didn't hurt as bad.
No, it wasn't.
You weren't?
No.
I
That
can-
was just stomach.
I can
Even if
already-
I was wearing a life vest, that's like chest and up.
Yeah.
So, pure stomach, pure red, pure sting, and right when I hit, the crowd's just like, whoa! It was like so awesome. I was like, yes. And I turn around, and then Kendon's already like pulling on ours, and I'm like, no, damn it. We were both right on the shoreline when the buzzer went off. We ran out of time.
Yeah, that was funny. I remember watching
Close
the doc.
matches are the best.
Yeah.
Like with that
In
worms
almost
thing that isn't
anything.
released yet.
Yeah, in almost anything, close matches are the best. Like Ricochet,
Oh,
God.
yeah.
those were good.
I loved Ricochet so much. That was my favorite
ones where
game
it's
type in
like-
Halo.
I hate that they moved it to Fiesta, so you can just play straight Ricochet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
And it was always like the weird knockoff ricochets that they moved. They never like kept original ricochet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I remember there was the basketball
Like
one.
Quicochet.
Yeah, stuff like that. Shotgun ricochet stuff. You know, I just never liked it as much.
as the original.
Yeah. We got so into those though.
Yeah.
Those games were
Like
crazy.
when we were good at Griffball, we were really good at Griffball.
Yeah.
And then we got bad at Griffball, and we moved on to Ricochet.
If we ever played Griffball like
I don't know
online
how.
at a certain point, we would never lose if it was our team.
I'm still pretty good at Griffball.
I'm still pretty bad.
I've retained my skills.
I really want to keep playing
Refined
Griffball.
them.
Like I want to do a Griffball.
I don't.
tournament.
I want Halo 5 to come out so I can enjoy playing Halo again.
Yeah.
Because I can't play Halo 4 online anymore.
Why?
Because
It's
dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the people who just like when you're playing CTF, they'll just spam you with
When you're playing like anything,
BRs.
you could just be playing Team Slayer and you're still gonna lose if you're on
Yeah.
Team Randoms.
Yeah,
Because everyone is just a group of 4, like
just
out
random.
there just to get kills, no matter what. Like whether they win or lose doesn't
And
matter.
then they did the whole weapon adjustment, and that just nerfed the
That's-
whole system.
That
Yeah,
nerfed
that's the
everything
pro-
except for the BR.
Yeah,
and
that
that's
screwed everything over because you get the teams of the 4 guys with BRs just sitting, watching from. They've learned where the 4 spots on the map are that
For
you can
spawn.
see every spawn point, and yeah, so that's what Halo 4 has come to.
yeah.
We need a fresh start.
Yes, definitely.
Halo Reach, guys.
Yeah.
Let's go,
Okay.
let's go back to Reach.
Remember?
Do you remember Reach?
I do.
We always remember
Reach is awesome.
I swear Reach is probably like 90% of our podcast.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Wow,
Dude, it's in so many though.
that's awesome.
I haven't watched a lot of the podcasts.
It deserves it.
It was
I
Favorite
put
game of 2011?
What was my favorite game of?
probably.
List.
No, Skyrim was probably favorite game of 2011. I don't fucking know.
Reach was 2010.
2010 then?
Okay.
I don't remember.
Anyways, it's
Well,
about
yeah.
time to wrap up, isn't it?
No, we have like 3 minutes
Ish.
left. I'm gonna give the people what they came
So,
Okay.
in
for.
closing,
Okay.
looking forward to that Halo Reach Let's Play. Um,
Yeah.
if we could,
Oh, it's good to be back.
I think we could totally live stream that because there's so many custom game types that I still have saved and like maps and stuff that are just awesome.
Watch our Facebook. We'll
Even
tell
though I
you.
lost that hard drive, just the maps and stuff that are awesome. So
Yeah.
Watch our Facebook. We have we'll tell you when we're streaming.
Yeah.
oh,
It'll be random. We're not doing
we
it
have
except
that.
times yet.
We have that 1 versus 100 map where it's not really 1 versus 100. This is what it's called. Where there's one sniper, and then the rest of the people are
Are
like,
Just
zombies.
spawn at the other end.
spawn at the other end, and they have to make their way across the field, hiding behind like random objects, and the sniper has to pick them all off before they get to the banshee underneath and take off. So
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it'd be good to record in that. That'd be so fun.
That would be fun. Like
Fuck.
we played. I think it was like Creepy Man at
Creepy man.
yeah, like it was a Halo 4 custom thing that we
What
did.
is creepy, man?
Like there is one zombie, and there's like 4 or 5 or 8 other people who are invisible, and this one zombie has to go and kill everyone.
You can't do that in Halo 4 because
That's like
No, they did that in Halo 4.
oh
that's like reversed hidden.
Yeah.
We
Creepy
we
man.
created our own The Hidden in Halo 4.
It
and
works
it's
really fucking
awesome.
good.
I think ours is the best. Like I've looked at like I know that's like, oh, we're better than you, but like I've looked at a lot of the like what people have done and put on their file shares on just main Halo 4, and the ones that are the best and top rated there aren't as good as the one we have.
Yeah, ours is just
Well-
usually we just go vanilla map.
I also like that we get to like just keep that. I'm selfish. I like that we get to keep that to ourselves.
Yeah.
That way there's not people like trying to change it or stuff like that.
Yeah, like that's what happened with King of the Hill
That's
or
what
King of the
happened
Rock.
That's what happened
With
with
Pop Tart,
Yeah,
No.
dude, like
I always won
so
that
it
because
took
like
off.
King
dude.
of the Rock was like our thing,
Oh god,
and like
we created.
it was like it's very specific. Like you're just on like a tiny platform that is just big enough for all the mongooses to be on. And then like when other people started playing with us, they made their own, and they're just like, no, you just ruined it. It's not
Yeah,
the same at
it's not
all.
the same.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Pop-Tart had made the one where you would all spawn on this platform with like windows in between you,
Yeah.
and with a mongoose right next to you, so you'd get on your mongoose or whatever. I don't know how many fucking times I kicked people off their mongooses and got a kill.
That or like when you actually went to like the area where you had to play, if you for any reason got off your mongoose, you just die.
Yeah.
That was
really
bullshit
lame.
because that
Because you
wasn't
could just get
even
rolled
part of
over
it. That
and
wasn't-
die.
That wasn't even part of it. That was to prevent getting on other people's.
Yeah.
But part of the fun was like when someone
When you
falls
roll
off
over
and-
and you fall
Yeah.
off
um,
and you can't see shit and you're like, where's my mongoose?
Do we want to toss our gamer tags at the end of this video and like,
Nah, I barely play Halo 4 anymore.
well, just for anything? Sorry.
What was that?
That was my belly.
That was Lauren.
that was Dan. I don't know how he did that, but that was Dan.
That was like right here.
It's like the walrus thing on Skyrim. Watch I Hate More Else, you'll see.
Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's actually about time to wrap up. So, any closing remarks?
In closing,
Be ready for
September.
this jelly.
Halo 5 because we are going to play the absolute shit out of that like we did Halo 4.
Probably gonna see it too.
You're probably going to see a lot of
At
videos
least
of Halo
live
4.
streams.
Yeah.
We're working this summer probably. I know I am.
Yeah, but Halo 5 is not probably going to come out till like fall.
I know,
Yeah.
but like to get money to get better recording equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well,
well, thank you guys for watching, and
thank you for
we'll see you
joining us.
eventually.
I got to drive for 3 hours.
Thanks for joining us on the last Brown Talk Tuesday.
Ever.
Say it ain't so.
Thank
I
you
will
guys
let you
for
go.
sticking with us for however long
And
we
the
did
lights
this.
off.
Almost a year.
Yep, almost a year. And we'll see you at the end of September.
Bye.
Bye.